Hello and welcome to the city of Damascus. Today we will be working on this area over here as we have quite a lot of things to do. I just moved this warehouse from here to here because it was causing chaos in this junction over there. So moving it here made things a little bit easier, and we still need a lot of residential. If we look at this population graph in here, we still need around 50,000 people to be working in the city, and we are not quite there. So what I've decided to do is do a little bit of a change in here. I want to finish this little area in here. I'll bring more high density residential in there. I'll also bring some high density residential all the way to the main road in here. I might leave this area for offices around here. I might leave offices in here, more commercial in there. I know that I'm still adding more jobs, but like we do have we do have need for that as well. But I'll try to do just a little bit of offices in here and do a transition to residential. And I might leave some of these gaps for later, for when we do have, look at how many cars in there, but for when we do have the need for more commercial. So I might leave these blocks here empty for now. And on this area around here, I want to finish the road layouts. I don't know if I'll finish all the way through here, but at least on this area around here, from the trees to the top here to the highway, I'll do that. And I'll also add one extra access to the highway. I'm thinking about two options, and I think I know which one I'll be leaning towards to. I want to bring a slip lane in here, or a ramp, and bring this straight and then connect to this one. I think that'll work. I'll try it, because then all the trucks from this area, they won't need to go through here. They can go straight there. This will split traffic a little bit. And as you can see, we do have some traffic in this area over here as well. That's what I'll work on. I will start adding some of the residential we need in there, and then I'll come back to this area. And we are back. And I'll be honest, I really like the way this area turned out. And I think it's looking great. There are a lot of things to go through, and I won't waste time. So first one is population. We started this episode. Here we go. It seems like a trend in these in the latest episodes, to be honest. But we went from 530,000 to 565,000 people. But that's not all. We are now, before we had 3%. Fantastic. Before we had a 50,000 gap between people employed and jobs available. Now we have 30,000, which is much better. But we still need 30,000 people. And as you can see, jobs went up a little bit as well. I think we had 298 or so. Now we had 304. Obviously, we need to keep things accessible in a way. So if we look at this area, so yeah, let's start with the area itself, right? I've done one row more than I promised I would do, but I really like it. And then we have now very little to finish this area over here. But what I've added in this area? Mostly residential in here, low density everywhere over there. There are some offices in here, commercial and industry. The industry were there before, and I will show you that. And I've extended the high density Brooklyn Queens suburb all the way to there. I think it will make sense to make a transition from here to there as well. And I kind of like the transition there between all of these different systems or layouts in here. So if you look at the zoning, That's the word I'm looking for. This is what I've added in here. So I actually remove some industrial and added offices in their place. Added those commercial buildings over here, and I think we had it over here already, and some offices in here. Other than that, really sprinkle like commercial in here, in there, and that's it really in this area. I haven't added a lot of residential or commercial, I should say, because we don't need that, and that'll be just putting myself in the foot, because there's no reason why we should do that. But that's done, and I like the results in there. But now I have a kind of surprise for some of you that have been asking quite a lot for me to do that. And the crossing is not a level crossing anymore. Now they go underground and they cross over there and they get to the roundabout instead of just going straight over here. The only reason why I've done that wasn't even because it was busy or anything like that. Sometimes there will be a pocket car showing in here, and that'll be slightly on track, and that would stop all the trains, and the cars wouldn't be able to go as well because it was meant for the trains to go, but there is something on track, and that was never going, and that was causing some issues. So remove that, and well, there won't be an issue in here anymore. But I've added the underground pass over there and added this pedestrian crossing, which has been quite used quite a lot, I should say. So that is good. This area, other than that, oh yeah, I've added a little bit more industrial in here. This industrial is all agriculture specialization because we do have the farms. It's the same zoning. We have specialization in there, so it applies for this one as well. I do want to get those together, so kind of merged, I should say. Oh, it's hard to talk today. I just noticed this crossing here, and I will actually remove this one. There we go, and goodbye. Right. So yeah, this is in here now. This will connect everything later on, and I might do a little bit of work in here. We do have some weird gaps in there, and I do want to close those and make them look a little bit better. I also noticed that we do have this space in there, and I feel like this should and will be some residential. Low density residential, as you know, doesn't add much to our population. As you can see, it's just one household, and it makes sense to be one, but this adds 4 or 5 people in there. So it's, we can add quite a lot of those without much impact on the population of the city. What really changed the game is the high density, a lot more people in there, especially if you don't have a specialization. So it does change quite a bit. But that's it. In this area, I've done the American football park. I did a suburban cricket pitch in here. And I think these integrate really nice in the area as well. There's a library, plenty of services in here. We do have healthcare, we have death care, although it's a little bit further, but it's enough for this area. This is low density, just remember that. We don't have many people in need of those services. Added more fire department, police departments, I think I bank as well. Yeah, banking here, another one over there. And schools. Yeah, schools everywhere. We're still on the yellow for elementary school, but I think, yeah, it's still yellow for the for the high school as well. But it's better than before. We were in the red, and I think we are getting better and better. Now, not that I own parks. So in terms of parks, we have quite a lot. And we are doing good, I should say. Everyone seems to be happy with the amount of parks that we do have in here. We try and fit a smaller park in there, and I think I'll get, yeah, this one will fit really well and make everyone in this area happy, or I should think so. There we go, it's starting to change. That's good. So that's this area. This is done. And as I mentioned, I've actually expanded these a little bit. Some areas in here, a lot more residential in this area. Left this for, I really want to leave these for commercial or and or offices. I don't know if I'll end up doing more residential in there. Anyway, I'll see what happens. But on this side of things, I did extended some more residential all the way here, and I just completely forgot to do a little bit of vegetation in here, just to go with the landscape here around the junction as well. There we go. This looks much better. So filling some of the gaps that we had in here and adding more population over there as well. Now, with that done, that said, I should say, I did spread some schools around the place, and I won't remember exactly where they are. There's one over there, and some, I think there was Cove Place. There was, what I had done in Cove Place? I might have been mistaken. Over here, I've done one in there, another one there. So there are more schools, high school and elementary school. That's why elementary school was there as well. That just to try to get more education going. We need that, so that's happening. And finally, I believe that I've done a little bit of expansion in here. You'll see that the level is still low. The other buildings are all 5 stars. So I, just on this block in the middle, I actually changed that to high density. We do have quite a lot of high density in this area, and I might expand that on this side as well. But we'll see. At the moment, I've added what I thought we should add in there, and this is working quite well. And in terms of other things, I think that's all. I've adjusted some things like suburb shape, things like that, but nothing that will affect the game, just to make sure that we had, I think this wasn't covered by deathcare, so I made sure this one wasn't covered by deathcare as well, so I fixed all that. Airport is working quite well. One thing that I was thinking about doing, we have the fire helicopter depot in there. I just don't remember. We do have the police. All right. So that was what I was about to say. If there wasn't one, I would add it in there. And oh, of course, there is one, actually a couple of big changes in terms of transit. This was getting quite busy in here. Sometimes it does get like a little bit of a backup in here, but then, except that bus that went straight in there where it shouldn't, and we do have, and that's why it took a long time for that to go. We are just turning left on this area now. We have this connection in here, just one way, and they can turn both ways in there. We do have this roundabout, as I mentioned at the beginning. This goes all the way here and then disconnects over there and then joins the highway, which then shows you that on the other side we have an exit that goes in here. They have 2 options, going right or left, and they will spread out in this area. So as you can see, it goes up and down traffic in this area. It's normal, it's industry, not a big deal. Total traffic is actually 82%. It was 84 in a few seconds ago. Goes up and down, it's still the same, so nothing changed. But the reason for that is that I've added this tunnel in here and this tunnel in here. So let's see what happens in here. Basically, this is a one-way lane that goes into here, into this highway, and there is a one-way lane that goes out of that highway. And this will connect all the way through here. Now, why I've done that and connect these straight into this area, which by the way sometimes gets busy in there as well. And again, it's fine. It goes up and down. If you look at this for a few seconds, you'll see that traffic in here, it's already going down in this main road, and there will be in just a second as soon as those cars can get away with that. Might do a two anti-symmetrical lane in here. That might be helpful, but for now I'll leave it. As you can see, starting to move again, no issues. But yeah, the tunnel gets out in here. What I've noticed is that, let me see if I can show you that. I'll select this one. As you can see, there's quite a lot of trucks that go into this area. And reasons for that is basically we have plenty of offices, commercial in this area, especially commercial. And then we have industry on the other side, so there is a lot that comes in here. And they were going before through here, going through this roundabout, getting in this area, crossing around here and going there. So I basically tried to remove all the traffic from here. It was causing quite a lot of issues. If you look at this now, it's a lot better, flowing much better. This roundabout still quite busy, but it's flowing, you know, that is not a problem. And yeah, that's quite busy over here. And as you can see, this connects everything, connects the airport there for cargo and all these areas together. If I want to improve this even further, and maybe we do this to remove all the traffic from here, I can make another tunnel connecting into this and going in there. As you can see, quite a lot of this, the traffic in here will come from this airport, which also tells me that we might need another cargo airport somewhere. I don't know if we end up using, I don't know, we'll see where. I don't even know where we can fit this in here anymore, but we might need to take a look at that because it feels like it will be worth it. If we look at the current airfield that we have in here, we should have, I hope we have active flights. We have 14 active flights in there. It's just taking a while to get in here, but yeah, I don't know why they're taking so long to get in there. But in here, there's quite a lot of planes coming and going. So I might do another small airport like this one somewhere else, just to help us out. And yeah, so that road connects everything. And as you can see, it's quite busy and remove all the traffic from this area, which is what I want to see. There is still a lot of demand for goods to sell. It's coming, it's constantly coming, and we have some goods coming and going. As soon as we get new goods, they are out, deliver. And yeah, now that's gone, but we still have like one building here, 2 buildings, 3 buildings, just waiting for more cargo. But it's coming, like it's just there. So it's just a matter of, I wouldn't say it's a matter of waiting for this to balance. We will still keep seeing these icons in here. It's just challenging with the amount of businesses that we have in here and the capacity that we have on the trains, for example, and on trucks. It's kind of unbalanced, but we'll survive. This is working pretty well. No buildings are being abandoned. And yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Still making money. which is good. I've managed to keep some of these areas free of buildings, but I'll be honest, like this, realistically speaking, wouldn't be here at all. This would be an open field to help with the wind, and this is, if you think about it, it's quite dangerous to have something that large on top of all these houses, but I think we'll be all right. It's like some creativity license in here to make that happen. Yeah, quite happy. Still growing population, so yeah, getting better and better. Still need a lot more. I just don't know what I will do on the next episode yet. My options are finishing this, maybe not just this area, but this area as a whole. But I might want to expand over here as well. And maybe at the back, but there's a lot of flat space here that we could use. So maybe just finish this, and then if we want to build in here, we come back later. That's one option. There is more in here, although as I mentioned, I'm waiting to see if we need more commercial or offices so I can build around here. This is just take a look to see if we're making money. There are a couple of buildings that are not making money, but what we could do, this one is not making money. We need more, interesting, we need more shopping. Maybe they don't like that some of the buildings are not with enough goods to sell, and it goes down, but that's all right. We're still making money with that. So yeah, we have this area as well to finish. We could build something in here. I'm still trying to figure out what goes into this area though. And we could also finish this area over here. And that is this area that we want to build, which will be a little bit larger. And what I want to do, maybe this is the area that we work next time. What I want to do here is basically high density on this side and a little bit more high density on here, and transition to low density over there. So this would be the goal here. We'll see. You know that sometimes I look at things and then I was like, yeah, might change that. And then we're back and it's like everything is different. But yeah, I think that'll be the goal. We might do that because we need more residential, we need more people, and this will help us quite a lot as well. For today, that will be all. I really hope you liked this expansion. We are calling this little suburb the wind district, obviously because of all the wind turbines in there. I think it's a proper name and I quite like it. So if you have suggestions, if you have ideas, let me know in the comment. I'm really happy with how this city is and how big this is growing. Like, it's much bigger than I've managed when we started this city. I didn't think we'll get like almost 600,000, 570 or so at the moment. So I didn't think we'll get as many people in the city as we did. Fantastic. I'm keen to keep pushing it and see how far we can get this. You think we can get up to 1 million before Cities Skylines 2? Let me know what you think. But I just want to say that I appreciate all your time, all your comments, all your likes, suggestions, everyone here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Discord. Feel free to join anywhere. Our community is really, really welcoming. Everyone usually pretty nice as well, and we want to keep it that way. And if you like those type of environments, like very family-friendly environment, just join us. You're more than welcome. And for now, that is all, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.